Hello everyone, this is Braden Chase. I am posting here for you guys again today, and this I wanted to share with you guys something that's happened this week, right? So I teach at a school here locally and I teach English, and we've kept having the same discussion here in the classes, and I wanted to kind of explain what's been going on. So it's a writing class and a grammar class. I'm teaching all of this grammar and I'm teaching all of these things, and I keep getting these same kinds of questions from my students. And one of them kind of stuck out, and one of my students raised his hand and he goes, "But teacher, what about whom?" Right? If you guys don't know that word whom is W-H-O-M. Okay? And this is a word in English. It's a very advanced word, and it's a word that's almost not used anymore. There are millions of native English speakers who don't know this word, right? It is not a normal word. And I'm trying in class to kind of explain this to him. He's like, but I've seen this word, and my other teachers have told me about this word. I'm like, yes, it's a word. It's a real word. And some people do use it, and sometimes you will use it. And I finally realized, after kind of trying to explain this over and over again to him and to some of the other students in the class, that they didn't understand this fundamental aspect of English, right? And of all language, but of English in particular, that language changes depending on where you are and who you're talking to. So if you're in an academic setting, if you're at a university, you use a particular type of English. If you're in a newspaper, you use a particular type of English. If you're at home with your family, you use a different type of English. Things change. The vocabulary you use is different. The way you structure things is different. The things you explain are different. The grammar is different. Things change. And this was something that I just really needed to help them understand. And I'm walking around the room and I'm drawing things up on the board, and I'm talking about all these different things. I'm using different colors with my markers on the board to try and explain all of this to them. And they finally kind of started to get it toward the end. It's like, oh, these things really change. And it was very helpful for them to kind of go, okay, this is where we're going, because most of the students in this particular class are not college bound. They're kind of life skills. They have practical, normal life type things. They want to go get a job. Several of them are religious people, so they want to go into the clergy or something like that. They don't need high level grammar academic stuff. They just don't need it. So to teach them the intricacies of whom is a waste of time. It is a word that, yes, exists, but it's a word that doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter at all for most people. In some areas, it's suddenly very important. In some aspects of English and in some circles, in some disciplines like academics, it is important. You do need to know how that word works. But that's about it, right? Anyone else, nobody cares. Nobody cares about that. And there are lots of words that are like this. There are phrases and grammar and vocabulary and pieces of English that fit in one area and not in another area. And that's one of the things that I'm going to be teaching in this new course that I'm bringing up, this English Speaking Secrets. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and hopefully that was a helpful story for you guys. And I will talk to you again tomorrow.